How Mungai Eve lost the channel she helped build. Imagine helping build a YouTube channel into one of Kenya's biggest entertainment brands, only to live without it. For years, Mungai Eve was one of Kenya's most recognizable digital media personalities. Millions watched her interviews, brands wanted access to her audience, and the channel continued growing into a powerhouse within Kenya's entertainment industry. From the outside, everything looked perfect. The audience was growing, opportunities were multiplying, and the future seemed secure. Then one day, everything changed. Mungai Eve was no longer part of the platform she had helped make famous. The question is simple: how does someone become the face of a brand and still lose it? To understand that, we have to go back to the beginning. Before the headlines, before the controversy, and before the public debates, there was a simple idea. Create entertaining interviews, cover celebrity stories, and build an audience online. At a time when traditional media still dominated entertainment coverage, digital creators were beginning to attract massive audiences. Among the fastest rising names was Mungai Eve. Her interviewing style felt direct, relatable, and modern. Audiences connected with her personality, her confidence, and her ability to make conversations feel natural. As view counts increased, subscribers followed. What started as content creation quickly evolved into a recognizable media brand. As the audience expanded, opportunities followed. More interviews led to more visibility. More visibility attracted more sponsors. More sponsors created more revenue. The channel was no longer just producing videos, it was becoming a business. Every upload strengthened the brand. Every successful interview increased its influence. To viewers, Mungai Eve and the channel appeared inseparable. For many people, they were essentially the same thing. But behind every successful creator brand is a business structure that audiences rarely see. And sometimes the most important details are hidden behind the scenes. While viewers focused on content, another question existed in the background. Who owned the platform? Who controlled the accounts? Who held the rights to the brand? Who made the final decisions? These questions rarely matter when everything is working smoothly. Success has a way of making people ignore potential problems. But when partnerships begin to struggle, those same questions suddenly become extremely important. As the channel continued to grow, rumors began to circulate. Online discussions increased. Fans started noticing changes. Speculation spread across social media. Eventually, reports emerged suggesting that the partnership behind one of Kenya's most successful entertainment channels was facing serious challenges. For many viewers, the news was difficult to believe. The partnership had become such a familiar part of the brand that people assumed it would continue indefinitely. Yet businesses do not always operate according to public perception. What audiences believe belongs to one person may legally belong to someone else. And that difference would eventually become the center of the story. When the separation became public, it quickly became one of the most talked about creator stories in Kenya. The channel remained, but Mungai Eve moved on. Suddenly, viewers found themselves asking difficult questions. How can someone help build a platform and still live without it? How much ownership should creators have over the brands they help create? Is building an audience enough, or is controlling the business equally important? What initially looked like entertainment news became a much larger conversation about ownership, leverage, and the realities of the creator economy. Many viewers saw a public breakup. Many creators saw a warning. The situation highlighted a reality that often goes unnoticed during periods of success. Building a successful brand and owning a successful brand are not always the same thing. Sometimes the person audiences associate with a platform is not the person who ultimately controls it. And when disagreements occur, that distinction can change everything. But this story is not only about losing something. It's also about starting over. After the separation, Mungai Eve began rebuilding independently. She started creating content under her own name, reconnecting with audiences, and proving that personal brands can survive even after losing established platforms. The challenge was enormous. Building an audience is difficult. Rebuilding one can be even harder. Yet the process revealed something important about modern digital media. Platforms matter. Brands matter. But trust matters most. Because audiences do not only follow channels. Sometimes they follow people. Today, the story of Mungai Eve represents more than a creator controversy. It serves as a case study in the realities of digital entrepreneurship. It's a story about partnerships, ownership, influence, and the risks that can exist behind successful creator brands. For viewers, it was a dramatic split that unfolded in public. For creators, it became a reminder to understand not only how content is made but also who controls the business behind it. In today's creator economy, talent can attract attention. Consistency can build an audience. But ownership often determines who controls the future. And sometimes the most valuable lessons are not learned during moments of success. They are learned when everything changes. The story of Mungai Eve is ultimately a story about that lesson. A lesson that continues to shape how creators think about partnerships, brands, and the businesses they work so hard to build. This has been Vanguard Chronicles. Subscribe for more deep dives into the people, businesses, and stories shaping modern African media.